This has been the most extraordinary experience of my entire life.
On Tuesday, we found out that the Singapore Tourism Board had supported Tete's upcoming concerts here with a grant. That statement came after Thai Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin's comments on February 16th. Now, he said he was told by concert promoter AEG that the Singapore government had offered subsidies of up to $3 million per show in exchange for Swift agreeing to not bring her Eras tour elsewhere in Southeast Asia. Let's get to the point with James Walton, sports business leader for Deloitte Asia Pacific and the lead for the firm's travel, hospitality and services sector in Singapore. James, is paying for exclusivity a common practice? Perhaps so with casino residencies, but an exclusive appearance for an entire region?
Yeah, as you say, casino residences, particularly in a place like Las Vegas, where you can get a star staying for 3 months or 6 months, make a lot of sense because tourists fly in, they stay in the hotel, they use the casino. We have seen cases like this. For example, Coldplay in Australia only played in one city as a result of an exclusivity arrangement. But to do it from country to country, i.e. to say, come to Singapore and don't come to another country, doesn't actually happen that often because most singers, most acts, they want to get to as many of their fans as they can get to and be as accessible as possible.
So, James, you mentioned that this exclusivity for concerts, it's not very often that it happens. So, why in the case of Taylor Swift, you reckon?
Well, I think the first thing is just her global fan base. If you are STB, if you're Sports Hub, you're looking and saying, how many nights can she fill out the stadium? And indeed, how many acts are there that can fill out that stadium 6, 7 nights? We managed to do it with Coldplay. You're also looking at her schedule, and she's obviously been to Australia. She's traveling around. How many nights does she even have on this tour to fill? But you must be taking a calculated gamble where you're saying, you know what? We think we can fill out this stadium 6, 7, 8 nights. And that's what she's got available. So let's make a pitch for all of it. So it really is about the fact that this is Taylor Swift.
And STB as well as MCCY said the concerts will likely benefit tourism sectors. Jim, how much can or should Singapore make from the overseas fans coming here for Swift's 6 sold-out shows?
I'll give it some basic maths then, right? So we got 300,000 tickets sold. If we assume that even 1/6, maybe 50,000 of those people are coming from overseas, and I think the number could be higher. But 50,000 people coming from overseas. The average ticket price is over $250 per ticket. These people are going to need a hotel room probably for 2 nights. They're going to spend money on merchandise. They're going to spend money on food and drink. You can reasonably expect each of those 50,000 people would probably, tickets plus everything, be spending up to $1,000 each. And when you add that all up, it becomes, $50 million plus very quickly.
James, moving forward, just want to have your take on this. Do you think STB will follow this exclusivity model for major concerts to come? Given that you mentioned that, the economic benefits are there.
So I think there's a couple of angles to it. The first one is it has to be the right act. It has to be the right act that people are willing to fly in for and that you can sell out multiple nights. There's not many acts that can do that many, but we just had Coldplay manage to do a similar thing. And the second thing is, of course, the price has to be right from a Singapore point of view for what you would have to pay, what you would have to offer in terms of grants to get that. And it has to be right from the point of view of the entertainer who obviously is going to miss out on fans in some locations. Timing is another thing. So there are a lot of things that can come into play, but I would say if Singapore has the opportunity to do this again, the price is right, the timing's right, the fan base is right, why not?
Just a quick one, James. Are you a Swiftie? Are you going to be attending the concert as well?
Oh, unfortunately, I'm not too much of a Swiftie, unfortunately, but I did enjoy her winning the Super Bowl recently, so that was a good start.